You hoes got bacon? We are heading to South Texas to go shoot some hogs. See how it goes. Got the 6.5 Grendel packed up with the Pulsar Thermion. We're gonna be testing out the new Pulsar Thermion XQ38 as well as the new Pulsar Axiom Key monocular that I picked up. But first, let's pick up some food. Alright, so this is a property I've hunted probably, I'd say 3.5 years at this point. There's a really creepy entrance where you have to walk through a narrow corridor that's, you're flanked on either side by really thick South Texas brush. Entering the property, you walk probably about 50 to 100 yards on this trail where you're flanked by brush. You can see that in that arrow that I've drawn here on this map. Now, immediately to your left, there's an enclosure that takes you to a small opening where you can post up. They have, I think, a tree stand set up there. I generally don't go down in this area because it's a little bit tighter. So where I've parked my truck, as you can see further in, I have a vantage point on this water tank that now has water in it. One thing to be cognizant of is there is a no shoot zone at the very top, largely because there's a residential area behind there. You don't want to be lobbing rounds out in that direction. However, there is an embankment on either side of the water tank. Those are all fair game, as well as diagonal shots into the corners of that top area of the water tank. That's largely because there's an embankment and a berm there in those corner areas. In addition, you've got an opening to the right of my truck. Where I had 2 kills, I've marked with a red flag here. This is very, very traditional, thick South Texas brush. We saw lots of activity with hogs pretty much as soon as I pulled into the property. That's kind of been par for course with this property. One thing you'll notice is hogs don't like coming out in the open immediately. They usually hug the tree line. I'm going to roll some footage from my Pulsar Thermion where you can see that in action. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these kill shots using 6.5 Grendel.
You want to buy some crack?
Alright, so just dropped a really big, probably a sow, but it fell into this water tank. And I'm not really trying to drag my way through that, so I'm gonna just go ahead and let that one be. 6.5 Grendel, bitches.